What's up, guys? I'm back with another movie review. Today I'm talking about one from Kino Lorber Studio Classics, and it is Nightkill. This is a story about a woman played by Jacqueline Smith. She's in kind of a business arrangement marriage where her rich husband benefits from her social connections, and she benefits from his incredibly large bank account. So the two are married, but it's not like a romantic love marriage, and she's allowed to play around on the side, and he can devote all of his time to business. And she's basically kind of fed up with it, and she wants to be able to pursue a new guy and start a new relationship, and she can't do that right now because she has to be discreet, so as not to kind of throw shade on their marriage. But the old guy is like, hey, stick around till we get through this business merger, and she's like, I've been waiting on this business merger like forever. So eventually, she's just like, something's got to happen. I want a divorce. He refuses. So her lover comes up with a plan, poisons the old man. Then they're going to make off with a big sack of money. But they have to, kind of cover their tracks. And so they hide the body. And she ends up getting pulled into this web of Robert Mitchum comes in as a private investigator to figure out what happened to the husband. And then the lover comes up dead. It's just a bunch of bad stuff happens to this woman in what should have been like a smooth, criminalistic endeavor, I guess. And that's pretty much the story here is, they have this kind of good plan and everything just goes downhill and falls apart. I like this movie. It's definitely cheesy. It's definitely not well thought out and well written, but it is, I think anyway, super entertaining to watch. It definitely has some really weird moments to it. I love the baby talk at the beginning of the movie, the lovey-dovey romantic talk. It's so sappy and so just sugary sweet. It's just ridiculous. There's a lot of weird dialogue throughout the whole movie. Any conversation between Jacqueline Smith and her old cowboy husband ends up being really fun to watch. And then you have Robert Mitchum, who's one of my favorite actors. He is essentially asleep through this entire movie. He's just like a zombie, shows no emotion, no energy, no interest, which kind of works in the favor of the role because it makes him come off like this unfeeling justice machine, and then the movie just piles on terrible twist after terrible twist until you don't know what's going on. None of it makes any sense, and I love that. I if you're gonna have a bad twist, why not have 10 bad twists? And that's what Nightkill does. Again, it's not a good movie, but it is a really fun movie if you like kind of quirky, campy cult movies. I had a lot of fun with it. I guess it was supposedly originally intended for theaters, but ended up being shown on TV first with a very limited time in the theater. So it kind of makes sense that there's not a lot of sleaze in this. It does have a really crazy shower scene, but it doesn't show any nudity, but it does have you just got to see it. Blood-wise, it doesn't have a lot of blood. It does have a lot of weirdness like I talked about. There's a part I really want to tell you about, but I can't. Because this isn't super spoiler-free on this channel, but I try to, I try to leave some surprises at least. It's got a lot of weirdness. It's got a lot of fun dialogue. The Blu-ray from Kino Lorber Studio Classics looks really good. It's a really nice transfer. It's got an interview with Jacqueline Smith and a trailer. Unfortunately, the audio commentary track is one of those where they just bring in people from movie websites, and it's really, really dull. It's really uninteresting. It essentially just sounds like two guys reading IMDb trivia. We all know Robert Mitchum has been in other movies. We all know who Jacqueline Smith is. Because there's no first-hand, accounts of anything here. It's just basically anyone could have done this, just sat down and read the IMDb trivia. I'm not a fan of these commentary tracks. If you're a fan of the sites of the people that do this, then maybe you'll get more entertainment out of it than me. But I just want to hear about the movie, and I don't really want to hear just, random trivia being read. But even so, the disc is worth it just for the transfer. It's a really nice looking transfer, and the movie itself is just goofy fun. It's definitely, not a traditionally good movie, but I really liked it. So I definitely recommend Nightkill. And the disc is definitely worth it, even though, like I said, that commentary track is kind of a waste. If you like this review, you can check out a full write-up of Nightkill on my website, markfusion.com, as well as check me out on Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, Patreon. And I'm working on a podcast, so hopefully that'll be up soon. But the best way you can help me out is just to hit that sub button here. It's free, it's easy, and it helps me continue to bring out as much content as possible and avoid the responsibilities of my life to focus on talking about movies. So I greatly appreciate you watching this video. Check out Nightkill. I think it's definitely worth a look if you're a fan of cold movies. Thanks again for watching this. Hopefully I'll see you soon.